So welcome to Corrections Day in the Rotunda at the Utah State Capitol. These are really important events for us to do. The legislature's in session, which means what? They're talking about budget, they're talking about policy changes, they're talking about the future of our department. And so coming here with the Senate and with the House while they're in session, so they have a chance to come around and meet the team, meet the leadership, meet the different divisions and understand what we do is so important, because it's really hard to support somebody that you have no idea what they do. So hosting a day like this actually allows us to get tons of information out about the department, about what each of the divisions does within the department, about career opportunities, about what we're doing to try and help inmates as they re-enter back into society, about what the staff need. And so it is, if they had a question or if they wanted to meet someone specifically, they can drop right down here into the Rotunda and just do it in a few minutes. And it is unbelievably impactful, because again, people will not take the time to support and go out of their way to try and find resources for people that they've never met or they have no idea what they do. So being here is probably one of the most effective ways that we can get the message out about what we need, what our staff need, what we need to be successful and to get that support built up. So by the time the session ends, we can get the resources we need to help our department to really succeed. So we've got another advantage of being actually here at the Capitol. Everything happens here. At this time of year, all of the state leadership comes in from all over the state. So if you have a representative, say from Blanding, they're here. So normally if we wanted to have these kind of conversations, we would have to go one-on-one, travel all over the state, hope we could catch people, because they're part-time, legislators are part-time. So when we go out to their area, they're at work, they're with family, they're doing all those kinds of things. But right now, right here, all of them, the 75 from the House, the 29 from the Senate, the governor's office, all of the budget people, all of the people that work on anything related to our job are in one place at one time. And so bringing our people in and having them be able to interact like that, it's just a little bit of magic, and it's crazy efficient. And we're trying to reduce transports anyway, right? So this is the perfect way to start. But one of the other really big advantages to being here and participating in everything that's going on in the legislative session is because not only do we have legislators that come to see us, but we have people that work on policy at all levels. Drafting attorneys, people from the counties, people from different associations, they're all here. And it's nice to do that, especially on a day like today, because, for instance, the Commission on Criminal and Juvenile Justice met today, which meant you had law enforcement and criminal justice leaders from all over the place, from all kinds of disciplines, all here. So the nice thing is we can talk about things that are our priorities. So not just budget, budget's critical, but also other things impact us a lot. Who do we incarcerate? Why do we incarcerate them? How do we supervise them? How quickly can we get them into treatment? All those kinds of things. So this year we've been very fortunate. Our two budget chairs, Senator Owens and Representative Burton, are actually also bill sponsors for us. So for instance, Representative Burton ran a bill to help us to keep cell phones, contraband out of our facilities. Senator Owens is running our big omnibus bill, which does all kinds of stuff for us. Talks about 72-hour holds, talks about private use of vehicles, state vehicles, talks about supervision models, all kinds of stuff like that. And so you get to cover the budget, you get to talk about policy, you get to meet with all of the people that are working on that policy, county level, state level, prosecutors, defense attorneys, the AG's office, victims advocates, they're all here. And so it's the perfect time for us to be able to communicate back to them, not only what do we need resource-wise, but what do we need policy-wise to also be able to do a good job. And so far it's looking like a pretty good year. We have good people doing a good job, and the confidence in corrections is going up in a really good way. And so people are actually really supporting what we need. And quite frankly, we've had a couple of them actually that had questions they couldn't answer, so actually came to our data people to be able to get the answers because they trust corrections will figure it out. And to be in a place like that where we are kind of the go-to answer now on policy is a great thing.